Well, the White Sox go to Detroit, they go to Cleveland, and they come up empty. They go 0-6 on this road trip. Not good. It is an 8-game losing streak as the White Sox are coming home. It is Yuengling White Sox postgame live here with the legend Ozzie Guillen. I'm Chuck Garfien. You could have plans as a team all off season. And then what happens? A baseball season happens, and the plans that you had at the start of the season, or certainly in the off season, all of a sudden have to be altered depending on what happens during the season. So I'm going to try to make this as simple as I can. Or you want to share something? Then
I'm just rechecking the offense.
You're checking the offense.
Rechecking the offense.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's not good. Yeah, it's bad. So we've talked about the struggles of the bullpen, and at times the bullpen have lost games for them.
Yes.
But why are the White Sox 2-10? Why did they go 0-8 on this road trip? I will just put it at just offense. If you had to choose one thing right now, would you agree?
Yes.
Offense. I mean,
yes.
The bullpen struggled, but if they would score a few runs, the bullpen could give up a run or two, and they would still have won the game.
Yeah,
all right.
It's a funny thing about it. When your offense is that bad, remember, I don't believe they have a Joe MVP guy on the ball club. I don't believe they have the 340 hitter with, we know how the Frank Thomas, Roy Ventura, Paul Conejo. I know. Everybody should know about it. But
the teams they're facing, guess what? They don't have too many of those guys either.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
And in this offense, okay, when you had a bad offense, you didn't score any runs.
Yeah.
Every pitch count. Every play in the field count. Every mistake, they will get you. And we say that last year over and over and over. Offense, how many guys we got 3-2? They got behind the count. Not too many. Not too many guys. They have to be better doing that, with no doubt. And I expect, and I like to, like we all do, when they come to Chicago,
tomorrow,
give me a better effort. I know what to say. They're not trying. Of course they try. Better effort. At least we like, wow. I'm sorry, Coach. How many games they lost? And we're like, well, you know what? They got beat.
Not lately. Yeah, first couple games.
First couple games. When they got beat, they said, you know what? Yeah, they should be 4 wins.
Yeah.
They should, that's our hope.
Yeah.
Like, wow, we're excited about what we see. Now, that thing, I think, when they pack, I understand when you go to Detroit. Never mind, I don't want to say that.
All right. Well,
when you go to Detroit, God, geez, Detroit, you go to Chicago. But
you have a baseball game.
Young players. They get that. I want to see them more hungry. But you know, funny. I see they get strike out. They're like, oh,
they're not.
All right, it's okay. Then I don't see no action, no fire.
Yeah,
it's not easy. It's how you say that? It's easy to have fire when you're scoring. It's not easy to have fire when you're not doing anything about it. I understand that.
Yeah.
But come on. I know maybe in the dugout they put it for each other. I agree with that.
All right, so here's why, in my opinion, why the White Sox are having this season they're having offensively. Well, it's this. You can look at this. All right, 8-game losing streak, 16 runs. They've averaged 2 runs a game. They're batting 194 during this time. They only have 2 home runs. They did not hit a home run on this road trip, and with runners in scoring position, they're 10 for 60. How is this happening? Why is this happening? I'm about to tell you, and here's why. All right, I'm going to make this as simple as I possibly can. Who's hurt? Tauchman, Lee, Benintendi, and Josh Rojas, who's supposed to have a big role on this team. He has not even gotten out of spring training because he's been hurt. So those are 4 guys who are like, you put them in the lineup, you put them out there on a daily basis, they're going to bring that fire, that edge that you're talking about, and that carries its weight around the clubhouse and on the field. Okay, you have that. Hold on, let me finish.
No, wait, and before I forget, I'm older than you. I agree with you, but in the end of the day,
yeah,
they got hurt 2 days ago.
Let me finish.
Oh,
I wasn't done.
No. By the way, you younger me, I forgot a lot of things very quick. I'm sorry I interrupt you.
I'm trying to make it as simple as I can, Oswaldo. All right, so it's those 4 guys. You don't have them right now. Did that team look like a dead team today?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Tauchman doesn't play like that. Lee doesn't play like that. Benintendi doesn't play like that. And you don't have Rojas. He's like that. Okay. So those guys are not a part of this. Other guys have to pick up the slack. Who's picking up the slack between Luis Robert Jr., Andrew Vaughn, and Miguel Vargas?
No one.
They're all batting under 200.
No one.
Okay. And then when I talk about plans...
You can hit 200. Get good effort.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've seen, there have been times we've seen good effort. 𝗍𝗏 had an RBI single in the first inning yesterday.
Like
Vargas drove in the run in the ninth. But yeah, day in, day out, we're not seeing it on a consistent basis.
Thank you. You're sitting one at bat out of 4.
Yes, correct.
Sorry, yes.
Right. And then plans. They were hoping that 𝗻𝗁ci Montgomery might be ready for opening day to be on the team. He's not ready, and he's struggling in AAA. So, like I said, they had plans for all of this. And, yeah, they do not have Paul Konerko's, Frank Thomas's. They were going to have to win and are going to have to win games creatively, whatever it's going to take on that day for that team to win. It's going to take fight. It's going to take good at-bats. And at the beginning of the season, what were we seeing? We were seeing that. But during this 6-game road trip, I mean, they scored 3 runs in Cleveland. It's cold, but you know what? I'm not going to give any excuse to the cold because the Guardians hit home runs. They scored. They didn't do much offensively the first 2 games, but they had 2 home runs today. It's cold
I'll
out
tell you
there.
what, man. They need a Carl Everett.
Carl Everett.
Yes, AJ 𝗵𝗪𝗍𝗍.
Yeah.
A guy's not like that. A guy's getting in the clubhouse.
Okay, but let me ask you this.
Just like,
but can you do
really?
that? But if you're not hitting, if you're Carl Everett and you're AJ 𝗵𝗪𝗍𝗍 and you're not hitting, are you going to be able to do that?
yes.
People are like, well, you're not hitting either.
Well, so do I. That's why we got to get loud. We got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am part of that thing, too. That's it. By the way, the biggest mouth in White Sox history
is you?
is me.
Yeah.
Biggest mouth, White Sox history. I was batting 9 for the Chicago White Sox when I had 3 Hall of Famers playing in the same lineup with me. Who was the guys when in the top of the dugout, in the clubhouse, mother cow, everyone there, it was me. I said, shut up, you all for 17. Yeah, but I care.
Yeah.
I don't get paid to hit 40 home runs.
Well, you were a one-of-one kind of player. There weren't many. There's not a lot of Ozzie Guillens.
Okay, how many times I told you, you want my teammate, you will hate me?
Yes,
every day.
I would hate you every day. I would appreciate and respect you.
After the fact, I Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
I ask him, I ask Robin, I ask those guys, how hard, now I'm 61 years old. If I was playing against me, somebody will have to kick my behind. Somebody, because I was a pain in the butt. But I made sure every day we're ready to play. In the end of the game, Frank 3 for 4, Robin 4 for 5, Ozzie 0 for 4.
Yeah.
But that's okay with me. But the thing is, they need somebody like that. They need
and I go back to who is that? Talkman's like that? He gets hurt yesterday, right?
But
I don't know like that.
Right? I'm not talking about because my teammate know I will fail. When I do good, everybody know I got 4 hits, 3 hits. I know, hey, boys. But in the meanwhile, whoever care about them. No, don't be a leader when you are Frank Thomas. That's easy to be a leader.
Right.
When you're Robbie Ventura, it's easy to be a leader. When you Pocono, easy to be a leader. Leader is the guy like, wait a minute. This is the worst player we have. Not the worst player. I was the best player. The worst hitter.
Yeah.
And still going after people? Carton fist. I used to be like, on is behind. And commander, respect. I'm like, really? You should be in second base.
Well, listen, the White Sox they're 2-10. They've lost 5 games by 1 run, and not 9-8, 8-7. It's 4-3, 3-2, 1-0. They scored 7 runs in those 5 games. They got off to a good start here today. Let's show you the first inning because this is what you wanted to see. All right, at least, come out of the dugout. First inning, let's get a run on a 1-2 count. My pick to click, Nick Maton. An Ozzie Guillen special. It's beautiful.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That's why
he's on base.
No, that's why. I swear to God, that's why hit the ball hard is overrated.
Okay, but you know what though? They didn't really hit the ball hard at all. But they got a break. This got you a run in the first inning. There's a wild pitch there. We got another wild pitch. At least the White Sox were able to take advantage of this.
Well, it's one thing about it. It's like, oh man, the balls start bouncing our way.
That's what I thought. It lasted about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just, okay, when you see that, you're in the class, say, hey, boys, this ball bouncing. This guy threw 3 wild pitch in less than 2 innings. That's say, okay, we had an opportunity here. We have a chance to say, wow, let's go get it today. Every game for the White Sox is a 7 games of the World Series. Never been won, but I feel that way because everything is about winning. Because I think the soon they win 1 game, everybody going to take a deep breath and say, wow, you know what? It's not that hard. Winning games in the big league is not easy. But sometimes you make it harder to try to do what you can't. Managers start making a move just to try to figure out, hopefully that didn't work. Pitchers try to throw 98 when they only throw 93. I got to come up with a slider, then I throw a slider in the life. Everything go around and around and around, meetings and talking, and you get confused and confused. Hey, back up. Back off. Say, listen, guys, tomorrow, just play the game. Who pitching tomorrow? Who cares? Play, face it. That's how you try to
change the
people's
minds of the guys, yeah.
I say,
well, they got to try something because this isn't working. Pitching matchup, here's how it looked here today. Rough outing for Jonathan Cannon as he gives up 6 runs in 5 1/3, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. And you cannot use playing in the cold as an excuse. We want to show you Steven Kwan. Can we sign like 7 Steven Kwans? This was him yesterday. All right, last night it was cold, and how much does that hurt when you get a fastball to the knee?
I start laughing. And you know how much I laughed when I see that happen. I said, that guy, no way. If this kid finish the game, I tip my hat to him. By the way, what's it called? 𝗁𝗁. It showed you don't have nothing in your fastball. Anything.
Well, here he is.
So he played the next game.
Next game.
12 o'clock game.
Right, and what does he do? He goes 4 for 4 today with 4 RBIs. Steven Kwan, I'm sure there's a big old mark on his knee where he got hit, and here was the 2-run homer here by Kyle Manzardo, but this made it 2-1 after the White Sox scored in the top of the first inning, but then Kwan kept coming and coming and coming. 4 hits, 4 RBIs for Steven Kwan, including a home run.
But you talk about people kill the White Sox?
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, he does.
And I don't think he killed the White Sox, he killed a lot of people, man. He just gets oh my God. By the way, I got a meeting. I had to meet him. I got to talk to Rocky because I wanted to talk to him. It's like, you're not the Aaron Judge type of player.
No.
You know what I mean? This kid is just go out there and do what he does every year.
You know what's crazy about him is that he lives, believe it or not, unless it's changed this winter, Steven Kwan lives in Chicago in the off-season. Lives here, and he says, he told me this, that he walks around this city completely anonymous. No one even knows, or rarely people even know that is Steven Kwan living in Chicago in the winter.
Wow, that's a good news. Steven Kwan, are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
How you live in Chicago in the winter time? Go move to Florida where there's something very nice and nice weather.
Yeah,
well, it's cheaper here?
I don't know.
But you know, I'm not going to say why I'm my favorite player. I always pick a favorite player a year.
Yeah.
But this man, and I see him playing, sitting here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He brings a lot of great talk, great defense, great opportunity, steal the base when he had to, go from first to third, score from first base with a double.
He was one who
do a lot of great things in baseball.
Throughout Talkman last night. So, Sox did not hit a home run on this road trip. Do you remember the last White Sox hitter to go deep? And when? Who was it? When was it?
He's sitting here next to you, buddy. I want to be funny, okay? Don't try to be arrogant, look at Ozzie talking. No, I just want to be funny. Because we know they don't have a home run hitting type of team.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, we hit like 3, 4, 5 home runs in a
homestand.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, I'm confused. Even Chris Getz talked to us about, hey, we got to create some runs. Boom, boom, boom. All the home runs, all the runners scored was a home run.
Yeah, we thought, hey, maybe believe it or not, they are 20th in the majors in home runs, even with not hitting a home run on this entire road trip. This was the last home run. And if you're trying to guess at home, it was Brooks Baldwin hitting a home run off of Pablo Lopez. That was way back on April the 2nd, when we're feeling better about the team, that's for sure.
I was like 3 pounds lighter.
And by the way, if you're wondering why no one was really there, because there was a 3-hour rain delay. I mean, that's people on Twitter will see that and they'll be like, oh, no one comes to White Sox games. Well, there was a 3-hour rain delay, and that was when they came back and still were trying to play. All right, so we had a tough time coming up with the Yuengling play of the game because they scored 1 run.
I gotta learn that.
Yuengling? How to say it? Yuengling.
Yuengling.
Yeah, there it is. Yuengling.
Avis.
Not that tough.
Avis. I'll be there about 4:35. Can you give me some Yuengling?
It's a good beer. It's a good beer. It's the oldest brewery in America.
Tomorrow I will let you know.
Okay. All right, our Yuengling play of the game. Bottom of the 6th. Men on first and third. This is what we came up with. Matt 𝗭isse is behind the plate. He's doing everything he can to get the White Sox to win. Oh, I love the pump fake. I haven't seen a White Sox catcher do this in a while, and it worked. Pump fake, throws out the runner at third.
But what
Bam. Oh, yeah.
I only see in a Little League World Series, I see that, I don't know what they're playing. I'm like, oh, wow, great. You know what? I'm not going to get too high on him.
Yeah.
But this man is a baseball player. He grew up in baseball. You can see his at-bats, the way he goes by his business. He's not hitting 390, but every at-bat, that's the bat we want from everyone.
We need 9 Matt 𝗙ices.
Yes, it's a funny thing about it. I said, yeah. Oh, you like Matt? No, I don't like Matt. But every at-bat, fighting for it.
Oh, he is.
He does. You can see, I'm watching every pitch.
Yep.
Of this. The only guy I see fighting, well, lately, Vonnie. But every pitch is there. That man, let me see, Benintendi one was there.
Yeah.
Everybody out. They fight one at-bat, the next at-bat just freelancing. And we need a guy like Walter Rini. You freelancing, he get in your face.
Yeah.
Right there, from everybody. Quit freelancing. We did that. I'm doing my job. You have to do the job.
Yeah,
you need to. Listen, it's nothing wrong. I'm sorry. Nothing wrong, coaches. Nothing wrong to get in people's face. Okay? I know the 2025, you might get fired. You go by your book and go, well, you know, that's what they say. There's nothing wrong with getting people's face and let them play. You know why, coaches? Let me tell you one thing. Will, same players got 5 managers fired. Remember I said that about a few people?
Well, then, you mean the hitting coaches, or what do you mean?
The same, come on, the
not
same
all the
players.
managers.
Well, the same player. Well, they fired 5 managers in the last 7
you're
years.
talking, no, not...
Then,
yeah.
it's nothing wrong because why?
You got to manage
By
for
the way,
coach
buddy,
for your job.
by the way, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not in the class anymore. I'm not in the ballpark anymore. But that, baby, you need it. You got to get fired. Okay, it's nothing wrong to get in people's face, especially when they're playing like that, a bunch of kids. I need better than bats. I want better than bats. You should be better than bats. That's easy.
Yeah. You know what? We were seeing some discipline, but we need to see consistent discipline.
Yes, it's
not easy to hit in the major leagues, obviously, but last 8 games, it's been ugly.